Well, hello there, everybody. Apologies for the late start tonight. I was planning on being here, at our normal time. And I got a text from my parents, and they were like, hey, your dog is going to get the snip in a couple days here. And since he freaks out anytime you're over here, if you want to see him in the next week or two, you best come over now. So I had to go have dinner with my parents. Never going to turn down free food or a visit with my puppy. Unfortunately, they're gonna give him a little snip, like I said. Gonna remove his manhood. Poor little guy. He's not so little. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He can take it. He can take it. Okay, so some changes needed to be made. Unfortunately, I kind of screwed up the changes, so we're going to have to live with them for this playthrough. So, what were those changes? Demonic had to go. For now. I still have all my demonic saves, and I'm not planning to overwrite them, and even then, I might still want to redo my demonic playthrough. So, the idea here was going to be that we were going to play basically like a Deity plus. So what my goal was, come down here for campaign modifiers, I was going to take a look at enemy aptitudes, and I was going to adjust these. I was going to bring them up and see, what lined up well. Because after looking at the difficulty settings, I want to go back here. So after playing through, because basically what I did is I started a new game, running through Deity, kind of comparing Deity's difficulty to demonic difficulty. And I wanted to take a look at two things. I wanted to take a look at overall loss conditions. I wanted to take a look of each chapter. I wanted to take a look at loss conditions. I wanted to see roughly how many enemies plus or minus there were from comparing Deity to demonic. I also wanted to see stat differences, and that was the key one that I wanted to look at. Overall, level requirements, as far as I could tell from the first 4 chapters, were all the same. So the only loss condition that is different on demonic is that you can't have anybody die, versus on Deity, you can't have specifically Gwyn die. Anyone else can die, but they'll take penalties in the next chapter. And I actually think I like this system a little bit more, because it's not just like, oh, you can just throw someone into the fire, let them burn, let them die, and it's just like, oh, I still beat the level. You're still going to have to suffer some kind of penalty for that. So I think I actually like that system better. Ideally, I think my ideal would be slightly, the stats would be slightly tuned down in demonic, but you would still have the death system from Deity. So that was all the same. The big difference I found was stats. Stats of enemies in demonic are very much inflated. So let me see if I can remember these numbers off the top of my head. I was comparing, so in chapter 5, which is the survive in the swamp, and it has the shrine and the meditate on the pier, that first wolf that's right next to where you start, I think I know for a fact it has 7 additional health on Deity. It actually reduced in power, but I think it went up from 8 to 12 speed, and then it had more defenses as well. So in terms of stats, things were hyper inflated. And I think the easiest way to illustrate that is if we go to load game here. So look at my time, right? This is chapter 7 on Deity. This is chapter 7 on demonic. And also take into consideration that I left this on in the background for... Actually, I can turn this off now. I had this running in the background for maybe 20-30 minutes. So, and to be fair, I wasn't talking through it. I was just playing, and I had already played the first 7 chapters. So there's definitely some factors that we can't take fully into consideration. But I flew through Deity. So while I think demonic is really hard, I think Deity might be a bit too easy, which is why I wanted to look at doing the custom campaign settings to kind of make it a little bit more challenging. However, I didn't realize that you can't change those mid-run. So, Oh, the other reason that I wanted to make these changes was that I didn't really like my pace of play going into this. For one, I do want to enjoy the game my first time through, but what I was finding is like basically any decision that I make that is a poor decision, and not necessarily just in gameplay, I'm talking about class decisions as well. You know, buying the correct versus incorrect gem, making certain rings, making certain runes, stuff like that. All that stuff is going to compound over time. And if I'm having trouble, because I don't know what's coming up next, right? So if we take a look again at that chapter 5, where there's a shrine at the bottom, and it's like, purify the shrine. Okay, so I jump in, I don't know what that means. I purify it, and all of a sudden, 2 very powerful enemies come up at me. It's like, oh, I'm not prepared to fight them at all. Okay, well, it's like really punishing when you do that on demonic difficulty. So it's like, you know what? This is a game, I want to play it through the first time. I want to know, like, what everything is in the game. I want to know when I get certain characters, like for right now. So when we left off in chapter 7, we going into chapter 7, or did we complete chapter 7? I think we just completed chapter 7. We just lost Kamari. He just left. We're left with Zanil, right? So I'm not sure when I'm going to get someone else to kind of fill that role, right? So without knowing what the future holds in this game, it's kind of hard to make certain decisions. And so I think that it would be better suited for me to play on demonic difficulty after I've already played it through once, and I know like when certain systems are put in place in the game, when I get access to certain units, when I get access to certain weapons, you know, what classes are good versus bad, because there were a bunch of changes I want to make. You know, in the last time I streamed, I had swapped over Valera to Gallant, and I had swapped Gwyn over to Seeker, because I was thinking, oh, I thought it might work on Valera. I didn't like it, so I ended up wanting to switch back, but that meant either reverting my save to before the previous chapter, or spending another 1,000 gold on an astral coin, which again is now more gold that I'm not spending to buy more rings and all that kind of stuff, right? It was all kind of compounding. So I was like, all right, let's just do this on Deity. Deity should be easy enough that we don't, you know, I'm not spending 3 hours a night on one chapter. We can get through the game, and then at a later date, you know, maybe Demonic goes through like a balance patch or something. Even if it's not, once I fully understand the game, then it might be better to go through and play in Demonic. But so with that all being said, we're now playing in Deity. Yes, we have dropped down in difficulty. But I think that this will just allow me to have a little bit more fun with the game, play around with some different stuff, and just overall just have a good time with the game. So because of that, let's get an update on the squad, because the squad is a little bit different than we did last time. A little bit. Alden is still an Aegis. I can't even imagine a playthrough where he's not an Aegis. So I have him built basically the same. I built the Plague Ring on him, so that's all the same from last time. Zanil, still a quick draw. I haven't done anything. The only thing that might be different is like what upgrades I did on their abilities. I'll be honest, I don't really remember what I did in our demonic playthrough, but for the most part, I tried to keep things pretty close to the same. Arthur, no longer a Geomancer. I've been trying him out as a Scholar, and I actually like Scholar a lot better. I know that that's something that you guys were telling me, that I should probably try Scholar, and it's not even necessarily for the phasing. The phasing is cool. I've been able to use it a couple times, not even necessarily to complete a chapter. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Chapter, completing things like a turn early, not really a problem here. Like, not even necessarily to do that, because I've never used phase to finish a map early, but just getting units into slightly better positions. Phase has been pretty helpful, and then, you know, passing around some mana has been helpful. I honestly haven't needed the heal from Geomancer as much in Deity, plus the fact where in Scholar he gets a bunch of extra speed. Arthur hits like a truck. I almost don't even need Lunar Reeve because he hits so hard. So that's another really nice thing. Plus, he also adds in as like a bit of a magic tank, because every time he uses mana, he gets Fortitude, and his Fortitude is already crazy high. So, especially in that chapter where we had like the Chimeras running around, He was just tanking him left and right. He was just doubling them. And the fact that he's a 1 to 2 magic range, not just a 2, super nice for taking on melee units and kind of like magic tanking. So I actually really like Scholar more than I initially thought I would. Valeria, I'm still going to keep a Nightblade. I'm just going to keep her like this. I tried the Gallant thing. Didn't work out exactly as I wanted to. So we're just going to keep here and just have her do her thing. Saxon, no longer a monk. We're going Gale. I've heard mixed things about Gale on the Discord. Some people like it. Some people really don't like it. I don't know. He's got a little bit of self-healing. He's very fast, very likely to double things. He applies different debuffs here, and he also does a bunch of magic damage. So in certain cases where, you know, maybe there's a ton of tankier, like the bears, you know, a bunch of tankier units with some heavy defense, cool, we switch over to magic and we deal a little bit of magical damage and we're all good. So so far I've really liked this change. We'll see how it keeps up. Riordan, still a ranger. Haven't really done anything super different here. Gwyn, still a seeker. Nothing really different from here. Let's see. Benji is the exact same. He's probably going to be the first to go at some point when I need to kick someone out. And Cassandra. So Cassandra was the one that we were kind of waiting on in Demonic. Wasn't sure where I was going to go with her. I'm sold that she's going to be Ritualist. After playing with Kamari and kind of more fully understanding his kit and how it works, applying transfusion. I also have here attacks apply to light poison stacks, so she's just a debuff freak. She can heal as well, and whenever she's attacking bleeding enemies, which Riordan can also. Can you make bleed? No, you make exhausted. Who does the bleed? Someone does the bleed. Oh, Alden does bleed, right? Maybe. Someone does bleed. Anyway, she just hits like a truck. Even though her defenses suck, her health pool is really large. And she's almost always going to get health as she levels up. So this will just be massive. And even if she takes hits, you know, as long as she's attacking bleeding enemies, she's just going to gain it right back. She hits like a truck. Her speed is okay. It's pretty good. So yeah, that is the squad. That's what we're going in with. And hopefully here we can kind of grind through a couple chapters tonight, so that way we're not playing, you know, one run because we were on pace for just like, you know, a 3 or 4 month run. Okay, we're just jumping right in. Hold up.
It would appear that Naja is content to take itself off the board, if given some encouragement.
Oh, more infighting, I take it.
As is a Verroan's wont. In truth, there was little work to be done. The slightest spark has been enough to set these great nations aflame.
Good. After that business in Britannia, we can afford no further setbacks.
That is all we have to report.
Hold a moment. I've questions for you.
For us, sire?
For you. I've been receiving reports of strange happenings in the southwest, near the Weald. Agitated animals, lights where there should be darkness, howling with no source. These wouldn't happen to be your master's doing, would they?
Of course not, sire. If I had to guess, I would presume them to be side effects.
Is that a hilt? That thing goes up to his shoulder. What the frick?
Side effects?
Oh, not of our work, to be sure. Merely consequences of the moment. A moment that, for all its drawbacks, has afforded us certain opportunities.
I see. You would do well to ensure that these consequences do not become a problem.
Of course, sire.
You may go.
Until we meet again.
You caught all that then?
Of course.
Cool.
Good.
Hello. Who
Then
is
you
this?
know your orders.
This was not in the demo.
Go.
Who is? Oh, I mean, she is on the
And
front.
while you're at it, dispatch a token force to the Weald. The order is poking
I
its
submit.
nose
I
where it
yield.
doesn't belong again. I would know what they're up to.
I could dispose of them myself, if you like.
Yep,
No.
I accept.
They are a thorn in my side, but they can be managed. Eliminating them would only draw unwanted attention.
I can be discreet, and very effective. Fine. Not sure what good leaving them be does, but I'll leave that part to you.
Don't forget my warning, girl. If you succeed, you may call Asverel your home once more. But if you fail, bring me results, or there will be consequences. That is all. Dismissed.
Juggled Gale and Conduit. The latter gets a lot of might, not entirely glass cannon though.
The
Yeah,
heart is
see
just
that.
up ahead.
So
The path is difficult to spot.
Conduit was another one that I played with. I mean, honestly, I looked at all the options for Saxon, but it kind of came down to the fact that I already had Zanil, Gwyn, Arthur. I guess you could technically say Cassandra at this point. Anyone else? So like that's already 4 units that are very heavily range based. So I kind of wanted someone else who could kind of go, you know, toe to toe with some enemies. I don't think there's anything wrong with going Conduit for sure. I think Gale, honestly, Gale just looked cool. That's kind of like half the reason why I picked it.
I take it the angry red vines and thorny underbrush aren't the usual decor?
Oh, the thorns are quite typical, but the vines are new.
You should be honored, Reardon. It's the forest equivalent of breaking out the fancy silverware.
Come on, you know I eat with my hands.
You still do that? Not in polite company, I'd hope.
Of course not. I'm not an animal.
Could have fooled me.
Shh! Quiet! We've arrived.
Black Abyss? What is that?
Ugh.
Mortals fit for the slaughter!
That looks like one of those gray trees.
Can't be. Stay your blades, friends. This is no ordinary foe. It's a demon.
A demon? And it dares take the heart as a host?
Yes, yes! A demon who sups upon fat men's spines! Fat like pigs!
It's like it's in pain.
Whatever transpired to fuse it with the heart can't have been pretty.
Come, mortals! Come, manspun! Grant me succor! Release me from this prison!
Damn it, why are we wasting time talking to this thing? You want release, big guy? We'll give you some. The hard way.
Hate to say it, but Reardon's right. We came here to cleanse the corruption, not to chat with it.
Gwyn, there are some foes too great even for you. Stand down or you'll get us all killed.
Uncle, nobody else can do this. It has to be us.
But
I'm not letting this thing twist the wield any further than it already has. This ends now.
Good! Good! Just like that. Come! Fight! Die!
very well. You are lucky I've practiced the rites. Let us banish this abyssal thing before it grows any more powerful.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess the thing with it is that anybody you talk to or anything I read on Discord, like there's going to be mixed feelings about any class. There's never going to be like a full consensus. And so that's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like with Valyria. You know, I'm reading through the Discord about builds, and some people are saying they love Valyria as a gallant. Some are saying they hate her as a gallant. So it's like, yeah, like Saxon might make a great conduit. He might make a great Gale. He might make a great monk. Which is kind of why I wanted to drop it. You know, it's another reason why I wanted to drop down to Deity here. So that way I don't, you know, I felt like on Demonic, any decision that I made that wasn't optimal was just going to compound itself. And so I didn't have a lot of, it felt like I didn't have a lot of opportunity to kind of play around and try different things. And so, you know, is it optimal to maybe like level as a Gale and then super later on change into Conduit? Maybe not. But based on what I've seen so far with all the stats of enemies in Deity, I think that is much more likely to be fine. Demonic was just being like super punishing. So break idol. Oh, destroy idols. Okay. There's one way over there. Got one up here. Okay, we have a shrine right there. Where's the other shrine? Where is the other shrine? There's one right there. Okay, I'm blind. Oh, it's because I'm not over far enough. I was like, where the frick is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay. So there's an idol here, that there. That there, that there. And then there's one more over here, and one more down here. Okay. Let's see. So we got a bunch of magic down here, so it makes sense that Arthur's going to come down here. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Got a couple super weak casters. So let's do something like this. Got a mage up the middle. It's super punishing. Hey there, Axel. Yeah, it was getting to be... you know, basically, I want to get to the point where I want to understand the game before trying to play the game in a way that I need to be super optimal. Yeah, so let's see, what are defenses? Defenses are super high down here. So we do that. We'll send you down there. Magic damage, magic damage. I think between these two, maybe I send one more. Okay, I think I'm good. Honestly, not going optimal run, just love the designs. Yeah, see, for sure. And that's kind of that's like the other reason that I'm totally okay with dropping the difficulty down, because I just want to, I don't want to spend, you know, 3 months trying to crawl my way through Demonic. Yeah, I mean, after spending 3 hours on, you know, that one survival mission, it was just like, I don't know. I'm not having fun. Ideally, I don't know if you were here at the very beginning, Axel. Ideally, what I wanted to do was, I mean, it's in the thumbnail. I wanted to go Deity Plus. So I wanted to do like Deity, but then do some of the campaign changes to make some of the enemy stats a little bit higher. Because I was finding that I think Deity itself is a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. But then I realized after grinding through 7 of the levels to get back to where we were that I can't do the campaign alterations except for at the very beginning. So now we're just stuck in Deity mode. I could grind them out again. It took only like 2.5 hours, but at this point I don't think it's that important. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. So first things first, we're going to swap you over magical damage. I might actually want to bring Alden down here. I might want a second.
They're mine.
Let's see here. What can you do here? 14 damage.
Sure thing.
I'm actually gonna blind you.
We need to move. Be gone.
Okay. So I'm going to try and pull these guys over here. So that way they're a little bit easier. Oh, the other thing that you guys were telling me about, and I didn't fully understand how this mechanic worked. I totally understand it now, because again, now I have the flexibility to play with it. I totally understand why you guys were saying just pop enchant weapon over and over again. I was under this weird impression that whenever I put this buff on myself, it was going to put multiple stacks. So, for example, I thought it was going to leave me like 1 stack of make your next 4 attacks deal 7 damage. Then if I used it again, like I attacked, I'd go down to 3 stacks, and then I used enchant weapon, I would then have a second stack. So I'd have 1 instance of enchant your weapon making your next 4 attacks deal 7 damage, and 1 instance of enchant your weapon making your next 3 attacks deal 7 damage. I didn't realize that they add together for some reason. And so that's why I was like, oh, I don't want to waste all my big bursty damage on these little guys that I can kill, whereas it just stacks over and over and over again. So it goes from, you know, it just adds them together. So it's like your next 7 attacks deal 7 additional damage. So now I understand why you guys were saying the last time where it's like, just use it. Like, now it makes much more sense. That being said, I don't really have a lot of good attacks here. So, I think I'm actually going to come around the middle here. Yeah, I'm going to actually pivot a little bit. Because we can transfuse here. So now any of these guys that attack Cassandra, I'm getting health back. Let's see here. Don't really have a great place to put a banner. I can't really shoot anyone. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Speed 11, speed 11. I 5.
Moving it. This all you got?
Oh, I gotta turn my animations on as well. Hold up. I had those off. And obviously that's also going to make my playthrough much quicker when I was doing it this first time. Well, that's just a kill, so there's no sense in using the mana for that.
The Weald stands strong.
Let's see.
Here. I'm there. Let's see you dodge this.
All right, well, don't even have to attack with Cassandra.
Coming.
Okay, don't even have to do anything. So let's go ahead and get you out of the line of fire.
It's time.
And we'll pop the enchant weapon.
You sure?
Because, like, I want to enjoy my first playthrough. I was having fun, but I like, you know, I want to be able to learn the classes and not have to worry that, like, if I mess up with a character, the run is just over. And that is kind of something that I was running into, where it's like, man, I don't want to take a chance here with this ability, because, like, if it doesn't work the way that I think it will, I just lose, and, like, stuff like that. Ooh, nice. We got a little lovey-dovey stuff going on. Let's see. Well, I didn't exactly bring my healer down here, did I? So, let's do this. Actually, let's just keep charging this up. 26? How much am I doing? Oh, I'm only doing 24? Okay, so let's get the kill here. I was gonna say, as long as we don't miss. As long as we don't miss.
You need me? Don't overdo it.
Okay, so this should be free kill. Nice.
You sure?
And then we can come up here. Ravager wins this way. I mean, that's more damage than he was doing as a monk. Oh, that's a nice level up too. I'll take that.
Give them no quarter.
I will take that. I am in a bit of a pickle. I'm gonna bring Valyria down here to get a little bit of healing off on Alden.
Be decisive.
Can I monkey you? Oh, give me the gold. Give me gold. Get a monkey. I do love. Ah, frick. Okay, well at least it's speed. I would have liked a point of might, but that's okay. Okay, we can come here and pull.
Dying's not so bad.
The spirits favor me today.
So the other thing that I was able to do on a deity playthrough was it allowed me to play a little bit more aggressively with Cassandra, and so I was able to level her up a bit faster than I was on demonic, which was very helpful.
Whoa.
Oh man, Benji, this is just not the map for you, buddy. This is just not the map for you. What if I just... Man, that seems so ass backwards. What if I just pull this bear? Just to deal with him now. Because they can handle that. We can handle this.
I've got your back. I'll need all the strength I can get.
Okay. Okay. I'll take levels like that.
Not backing down.
Okay. Yeah, you're super dead. Nice. We got some more love action going on here. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, I mean,
Part and parcel, huh?
in a game like this, a point or two.
Benji has been defeated.
I didn't check her movement. It's okay. I don't care about Benji. Benji can die. He was gonna die at some point up here with all these magic users, so it is what it is. Now this is a little scary. Now this is a little scary. Show. Actually, I mean, we have a crazy amount of defense. Just go here and watch Benji die. Yeah, I did not account for this unit coming down here. I thought he could take the bear. Not there. This is fine though. I don't think that this is too much of an issue, to be completely honest.
Coming.
I really don't think it is.
I've had enough.
That's a lot of potential damage.
Orders.
This is just an overall bad turn. is what this was.
Here.
Yeah, Joel, I did end up switching to Deity. What I was planning on doing was kind of cruising through, getting to where we were in Demonic on Deity, and then, oh yeah, Benji is eventually getting the bench. When we find someone else, I'll be switching him over. And then what I was gonna do was do the campaign modifiers to give enemies a little bit more stats to kind of put me in the middle of Deity and Demonic. I didn't realize that you can only do that at the beginning of a campaign, and so unfortunately, I'm kind of in this situation where, you know, I am playing on Deity instead of the Deity Plus like I wanted to be.
Coming.
But I wanted to be able to play through the game and not have to overly analyze every single play. You know, like Benji dies. Oh well. You know, it is what it is.
Hold still for a moment.
We'll get past it. Now, if Gwyn dies, that's a whole other thing. But, you know, I get the kill there. She gets her light block. She's got eye defense anyway. You know, I might not be able to counterattack, but then Riordan comes down next turn, kills there. We're fine. We're doing okay. So we'll just hold there. We're not going to push up too far, because obviously I want to go up as a squad.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I finished it because I'm a masochist. That's why I thought Demonic was pretty brutal. Yeah, and so that's the thing is, like, if I were playing it, by myself, and, you know, I could put in several hours a day, I might cruise through it. But, you know, given the fact that I'm also trying to play 2 other strategy RPGs at the same time, I just don't really have the time to, like, do it without... Oh, frick. Without taking a bunch of time, because I have a bunch of other games that I want to play as well. Okay, he didn't have to go after Gwen, so we're in good standing here. So, let's take down Mr. Bear. I would like to eventually go back and play it on Demonic, just not. I want to play this game through first. Oh, I got you coming at me too. I want to play it first, in a way that I can, you know, understand what's going on with everything.
I got this.
You know, I want to know, like, when enemies are coming. I want to know, like, what classes are pretty good,
Let me patch you up.
without being in a situation where I'm like, oh man, I made the wrong, you know, promotion decision.
And cute as a button to boot.
Okay, so let's put you... Oh, I can't go that way because of you. Yeah, I want to go right here.
Coming.
I can't double, which is a pain. So let's do this. Oh wait, this is impassable, so I'm not gonna be able to attack through it. So how do we save Cassandra? I suppose the way to do it is just to
I'm there.
just get rewarded in here. I was trying to figure out a way that I could attack this enemy with Cassandra,
Coming.
but I don't think there was. Because she's not fast enough to double here. She's fast enough to double here, so I can get a bunch of HP next turn.
I'll protect you.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Do I want to start pulling somebody? Oh, that is 3 units there that can see that square. Maybe not. Only 2 can see that one, though.
They're mine.
All right, forget. Come at me. Fortitude. Okay, so we're better off doing magic damage here. And I think, so as I was playing, okay, Jesus Christ, Arthur, slow your roll. As I was playing, so I was playing at pretty, I mean, you guys have seen, I play kind of slowly. I was playing at pretty fast speeds.
I've had enough.
As I was grinding back up through Deity, and I only lost 1 unit, and that 1 unit, oh, when was it? It was pretty early on, too. Saxon died at some point, and it was basically the same situation. I had counted for, like, 2 enemies attacking. I didn't account for the 3rd, which is my bad. And there we go. We get our health back. Okay, can we monkey you? Monkey time, baby!
Get them!
Okay, so let's go ahead and... I'm assuming by purify, this is going to be the same purification process as the past couple chapters. So someone's going to take some damage down, or someone's going to take some stats down. So there's no, like, great way to do this, because I don't want Riordan taking stats down. I think I'm fine with Gwyn taking the stats down. Did you check out the new bow? Yes, I have it on... Do I have it on Gwyn? No, I put it on... Yeah, this Deep Song Great Bow is busted. It's so strong compared to everything else I have. Yeah, it is quite powerful. Quite powerful indeed. Okay, no one can get me. Oh, she can get me. Okay, I'm glad I double checked that.
If I have to.
Okay, so we pulled there. So if I come here, I'm getting attacked 3 times. And I don't want to go here. Ideally, I would put Arthur here. Okay, so they all basically have the same range. So then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait. So Alden...
You need me?
Okay, let's bring you up. It's gonna take you a second. The runes for that bow are pretty bust too. So how do the runes work? Are there different tiers to the weapons? Because like I can have like a sword rune, for example, right? And then you have just their basic short swords that just have the 4 runes that are like +2 might, -2 weight, +10, or is it accuracy, and then something crit. And then any other weapon I get, all of a sudden it opens up a giant list. So are there, but I didn't see anything like this is a rare weapon, this is a legendary weapon, or anything like that. Is there something to determine in game what determines every weapon has different runes they can use? Oh, okay, so it's not by rarity. The runes you buy are just rune slots. Right, so I didn't know if they... Okay, so, for example, like, this bow, just in general, has different runes than this bow, even though they're... well, actually, is this a... This isn't the standard bow, right? So it's not that they're the same, like, tier of rarity, it's that just each weapon has its own runes. Oh, that is a very interesting system. Let's actually swap here. Let's have Saxon pull this guy.
They're mine.
And then, rather than going here, I can actually have Arthur go offensive here next turn. But he can still pull all 3 of these.
I got this. Hold still for a moment.
Even some early weapons can be good if they get good rune options. They get good, but if they... What do you mean by get good rune options? Because... I mean, isn't what you're implying that every weapon has their own unique runes?
Try this one for size.
Like, so are the rune pools... Do any weapons share rune pools, I guess is how I should phrase it.
Happily.
Only 24 damage. That's not great. That's pretty strong. Can't double you, so we're killing the tree.
I hope you find peace.
Some weapons do have similar... Okay, so basically so each weapon does... They have their own unique pool, but each weapon's pool can have overlapping rune options.
You need me?
Well, frick, I wish I could get up there.
Who, me? Let me patch you up.
Time to ride.
Let's see, 15. Oh, I super W. Let's see, 42, 18, 36.
Get it done.
Okay, so let's set up to kill you on the crackback. So that way we can purify.
Right.
Okay,
I'll
so
see
over
it
here
done.
we can purify. Yeah, and the poison is why I didn't want Riordan taking that. So... Let me see here. Let me see here. Ideally... Well, actually, I suppose if you're... Well, it depends on where you go. You're probably going to come around this way and attack from this side. You could even attack Cassandra.
Alrighty.
I suppose unless I put Cassandra here and then you're going for her.
I'll protect you.
There we go. Okay. That's actually fine. Because it splits the damage. That reward is not... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Cassandra's a freaking monster.
I'm overflowing with radiance.
See you dodge this!
God dang, dude, we are gritting our way through this map.
Am I getting it?
Yeah, you got it good. That was a good level. Holy God. Okay, so now unfortunately, damage taken increased by 3. I also don't want to reduce your stats like crazy though. Okay, I think Arthur's gonna have to take a hit here.
I can do this. Hope this works. I'll have to be careful with this new power.
Okay, while those are the stats I want on you, Alden, you could have done a little bit better there. You could have helped me out a little bit. Okay, so my plan here... my plan here next turn is to get Alden, I guess, excuse me, Arthur. I guess Arthur will move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're going to get to here, so I'm going to prep for that. Have Valeria here, so that way he can walk up, we heal. And then I'll have the extra dodge. I can move in and pull this guy. Now that being said... I don't care about this tree. So I know that the tree can hit anywhere past this. So I gotta be careful about how many I pull. So the bears... Okay, so the bears are always going to come down here. The tree can only hit the bush. You can't hit the middle. So this is the safest spot. And by safest spot, they can be hit by all 3 of these.
Orders.
And what is our passive here? Oh yeah, falling below half grants heavy block. So we're kind of in decent shape to pull. Which I think I want to do, because then I can set up heavy bleeds.
Way to make it happen.
Because I got to get Cassandra healthy again. Right? So you can attack there. So you can move here, attack here. You will likely go here, attack here. You will likely go here, attack here. Even if I've dropped below half health, I get heavy block. I have heavy defense, so I'm good here. Nobody's doubling me. You can't get to me. You can't get to me. You can't get to me. Okay. I'm okay with this plan. And then there's nothing else that I can really do with Cassandra. And I obviously don't want to go there.
together.
Okay, so the fact that the tree went here literally blocks off one of the bears for me. So I'm actually only taking 2 attacks. Oh, we got some love. We make the love and makes the world go round. Okay, so we can double you. Oh, we can double anybody. So, unfortunately, they can also crack back, which is a bit of a pain. Honestly, though, it is just like less damage to just take the bleed.
I've had enough.
Can we get a crit?
Not one step further.
Oh, yes. Wait, why did, hold up. Oh, healing with a bleed stacks. Oh, and I'm a prick. I reduced how much that actually gives me. Oh, I did a no-no. I did a thing I shouldn't have. 1 HP? Not 1 HP. Where are you seeing 1 HP? You're not taking into account that I heal? Definitely not 1 HP. Oh, you're saying he's at 1 HP. Yeah, he's definitely at 1 HP. That's definitely a thing. Let me think here. Is there any way... Yep.
Fight as one.
Yeah, I got there. It took me a second. I'm not as smart as you maybe lead me on to believe.
If I have to.
I just realized this puts Gwen in a very bad position. Actually, it's not too bad. That's fine. She can take 1 attack. It's fine. Okay, so I don't want you attacking Arthur. So Arthur, you go down here.
Let's rock.
Oh, wait. Frick, I'm an idiot. Duh, I can't move. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Time to ride. You sure?
Just pull there.
Let me patch you up.
Don't overdo it.
They're more likely to die if they fight Saxon than they do Alden. Interesting. You went for Zanil? Some of the plays the AI does, I don't fully understand. I guess maybe because right, because the AI doesn't take into account dodge rate and we have the light block, so I suppose that's why.
I've had enough. Spirits, strengthen me.
Not bad.
Let's see. So that one's a problem. This one's not a problem, though. Maybe that was a little too hasty. Maybe that was a little bit too hasty. Okay, I have to make some weird plays here.
Be decisive.
Oh, shit. I forgot that her speed sucks now. 9, 18. I think I'm still fine. No, because he can double. Poison. Well, I think regardless. Yeah, I don't think this matters. I think my speed in general is only like 1. Like she has just no speed. Okay, so she might get attacked once. Which I think is still lethal.
Be decisive.
Fight as one!
Let's let loose.
I think she's still gonna get attacked once from here. Unless, oh, hold up. If we pull you, hang on. Are we gonna get? Hang on. We're gonna get a little feisty here. We're gonna get a little feisty. We're gonna do some stuff.
Hold still for a moment.
Steady. I can do this.
Just in case. Oh, it actually just kills him.
Not backing down.
Oh, Saxon's not a sacrifice. He is not a sacrifice. He is the savior. he is the savior right now.
Sure thing. Don't overdo it. You need me?
Okay, that's one. Technically, this is not the direction I wanted that one to go. Yeah, see? We're good.
You're in my way.
Yeah, Saxon is not the sacrifice. Okay, who's the sacrifice?
Sorry, guys.
Okay, he might have died somewhere along the way. Did I miss a freaking... Where's the other idol? Oh, it's up here. Oh, that's it. And defeat the boss. Oh, I gotta get this done like now.
I'll see it done.
All right, Gwen. Head up there and take care of it. D5. Yeah, no, I want to grab the chest. Let's see. So ideally here we're doing something like this.
Can't stop now.
This isn't great, but it knocks some of the stacks off me.
You're amazing. I got this.
Didn't I? Oh, I haven't upgraded that yet.
Happily. Hope this works.
Let me patch you up.
Okay, and now we do this.
Let me help.
Oh shoot, I forgot she was bleeding. Okay, Cassandra might die. We have more odds to dodge there. I'm a moron. I didn't pick up the freaking chest.
Can I really just take this?
Okay, that's fine. I don't like... Unless you're stupid. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Start with 0 mana. Totally fine. Don't care about that. Okay. Grab the freaking loot.
I've read about these.
Oh, Jesus. That's a good one to grab, too. Okay. Now. I don't really have anything, like, difficult. You're a 2-2? Oh, you're a 1-2. What's your health? 38? Naturally. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. I mean, we have an easy win here. I'm just trying to maximize XP.
I'm really picking this up.
have to do.
Now from here... 5, 12... See, so Valyria isn't going to be able to do anything there, so I think the best thing to do is just go for the kill here. Oh, Jesus, Arthur can just kill there. Okay, so we can just do this.
Damn good technique.
How are we doing here?
You're done for.
And then Arthur closes out.
Man, I'm really cleaning up.
Yeah, Saxon easily. Saxon was a freaking beast here at the end. He did go down. He did go down. He would have gone down a lot earlier, though, if he didn't dodge those first two attacks. Look at that. Holy shit. I mean, he basically just doubled. He basically did as much damage as both Riordan and Cassandra, and they're my next two highest damage dealers. In half the combats. In half the combat. Literally less than half the combats. He did almost as much damage as the both of them combined. Holy shit. Yeah, that was pretty beastly. That was sweet. And he did, ultimately, he did. I didn't even expect him to get all the kills. All I wanted him to do, I was hoping he would be able to kill the wolf. That was the one that I wanted him to be able to kill. And then after that, like him pulling in that first Chimera off to the left that I thought was going to go after Gwen and double her. If he could pull that off, her, then I'm fine with that. But he pulled just like 4 other units and just smoked them.
I'm on it.
No common mage can harm me, mortal. I am impervious, immune to your vital magic.
That may be true, but this is no mortal magic I wield, for I am no common mage.
I am an uncommon one.
What happened? Is everyone all right?
It's gone.
Uncle!
Damn it, old-timer. Don't overdo it like that.
Huh. Who, me? That was nothing. You should have seen me when I was your age.
The heart. It's back to normal, as if nothing ever happened.
Incredible. Where'd you learn that one, Alden?
Oh, I've picked up a few tricks here and there. Sometimes they can come through in a pinch.
Oh, okay. So is this the part of this whole like Sylvan area, the Weald? Is that why the barrier was down? The barrier that like so there was an area that we typically like people weren't able to cross. It's like a protected path. And then we got here and we were like, hey, this is down. Why are we able to pass that? And obviously this is the thing that Kamari left us over. But so is that the reason why this barrier is down for the areas that was all corrupted with this demon? Well, I think the reason that it went for Saxon, I don't think, if I remember correctly, oh, no, you're right. I was going to say, I didn't think it could get to Gwyn, but it could get to Gwyn. It was the wolf that I put Riordan in front of Gwyn from. She definitely couldn't take both of those attacks, but you're right. No, I think 100% in terms of on paper stats, it was correct in that case, to go after Saxon, because although Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I think the block might have prevented, because if she didn't have block, a double would have killed her. But I think with the block, that made it so that that wasn't a kill.
I know not what you did, but it was spectacular.
I did what I said I'd do. I banished it and sent it straight to the abyss. Usually takes a little longer to set up than that, but you can skip a couple steps if you're clever.
The stories say you were incredible as a kid, but I always thought they were exaggerating. Whatever that was, though, that was no fairy tale.
I knew a guy once who said that all fairy tales have a bit of truth to them. This one just happens to be a bit more literal.
You speak of him as though he'd leapt from the page of an old legend.
In a sense, he did. He was one of those who stood against Empyrean.
Empyrean? Just who are you people?
I'm assuming that's
Like
a Game 1
we're
callback.
the Order of Eternals, and we still have a job to do.
Right, the wards. I'll begin the ritual at once.
Here, let me help. As soon as I can stand, that is.
Oh no you don't. You're sitting right where you are.
All right. I'm not that old yet.
Not to worry. I can handle this part on my own. You should all get some rest. Consider it my thanks, paltry though it may be.
No complaints here.
Taking a load off is what I'm best at. Wake me up if you need me.
You seem quiet. Something on your mind?
Nothing. Just a headache.
Arthur.
Fine.
I mean, to be fair,
But
he's
I'm
also
not
he's still
lying
busted
about
in
the
this game.
Issue is, it just kept getting worse the closer we got to the heart.
Likely on account of all the magic in the air. You've always been sensitive to that kind of thing.
Yeah, but once you banished that thing, it stopped. Like it was never there at all.
I wouldn't worry too much about it if I were you. Strange things happen when magic's involved. It's normal, in a sense.
Normal amounts of strange, huh?
Exactly. So stop stressing about it, all right?
All right. Thanks, Uncle.
That was kind of conspicuous. All right, did we get anything cool? Half the time, oh, depleted word. I think Arthur, you're only, yeah. Now that Saxon isn't using that, is that better than what you have currently? Crit 15. Well, it's a little bit slower. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick with what I have. Because he just, like, he hits like a truck. And he just doubles everything. So I think I'm actually fine with what I have on him. Yeah, and then everything else. Should I, so at this point, the only character, I suppose the only character worth checking the runes on it. Fair point, fair point. So like Solar, that's the same that's on his staff, or I don't have it on his staff, but I know that that's one I saw before. Yeah, I think these are all the same, or at least they look familiar. Some of them do. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying now. How some of these are different. Okay, so I have kind of messed up Cassandra's ability here for what I wanted it to do. So, okay, so the next one I need to do is increase stacks by 3. I could honestly, if I respec it, do I get my currency back? Because I think it might actually be worth it to just go here instead then. Well, actually, if I respec it, I still have the first level stuff. Yeah, 300 gold is fine. Yeah, I would rather make it cost 45 rather than 28 and get an additional bunch of healing out of it. Okay, so I don't really care about upgrading that all too much. Let's see. So we could upgrade, increase number of stacks. I am actually... Yeah, I'm going to increase the number of stacks. Since that will also help Cassandra heal. Right? It's just any bleed stacks to enemy... Yeah, any bleed stacks. So that'll be cool. So they kind of work together a little bit now. Or, I should say a little bit more. And then I have one blue. So we go lanky spanky. Did you see the runes of the new bow? I don't remember if it's the first time ferocity shows up. I don't know. Let me take a look at that in just a second. Do I care about any of those? I probably just want to reduce the mana, reduce the range. Ooh, maybe I want to increase stacks by 1. I'm going to increase the range on this. So that way, like, I can stun, because I don't want to stun someone who's right in front of me, because I'm going to end up hitting them. So I want to be able to stun someone, like, behind them. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I got a bunch of bonds here. I'm going to fly through those in a second. First things first, though, we were checking the bow here, right? What did I put on this? I put shrink. Why did I put shrink on this? So if I want to get rid of this, I have to extract it. Yeah, that's fine. Attacks twice at 60% damage. Oh, so I think the reason that I didn't take that... Oh. Okay. Okay, so the reason that I did not take that was because I had it on Zanil over Gwyn. And so I didn't really care too much about the doubling because I was already going to double pretty much consistently. So we should be doing this instead. And then giving her ferocity because her power is already crazy strong. There's a small gold here. Oh, yeah. You have played Fire Emblem before? I've only played a couple of them. I've played a little bit of Blazing Sword. I've played through 3 houses. God, I think that might be it. Similar to the Brave effect. Gotcha. Yeah. So it reduces our damage, but... So this brings us down, 60% brings us down to what? Like 17 or 18? Is that right? 50% is 15 plus initial 1/2, depending on how you're rounding. But we also have that enchanted damage, so it's basically like guaranteed doubles. Yeah, I think I probably overlooked this because, again, I had it on Zanil. Just because of the fact that her speed was so high. And so I figured, oh, she's doubling a bunch. So I might as well put the stronger bow on her without really looking through the runes and being like, oh, this just gives you a guaranteed double. So there might be something better here. Damage plus 3 blind, 2% chance. Honestly, I know I just spent the 300 to get rid of it. I feel like Empyrean is still just the best one here. Oh, it lets you... I didn't even think it would work like that, to be honest. I thought it would just... Oh. Well, then I think I would still rather have two doubling archers as opposed to one quad, because at this point, I mean, like, you know, we had that discussion about, do you make Cassandra a ritualist, or what is a wave seer to give you a little bit of AoE? Like, I don't have any kind of AoE here, so I'd rather split it a little bit. I mean, these guys are hitting like absolute fire trucks, just slamming into people. Like, the thing is, Zanil, I kind of save 4 kills, so I think it's just Empyrean, just to keep her monkey going. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it here. Every debuff on an enemy increases damage by 2. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I need, you know what, is it bad that I just want to, you know, for $1,000, fuck it, for $1,000, I'm buying a knife and I'm putting it on Valeria. Take damage plus attacks restore mana. So I'm thinking, so my initial thought here is to go for light. That's my first thought. Because she doesn't really have enough power to kill enemies, so really I'm thinking I want to get in there, like, get a double attack. Like, just get some damage on. But since I'm either going to be applying a debuff, I want it to be something to help out the follow-up attack. And if they're already weakened, I don't feel like vulnerability... I mean, weak is also fine. But applying Heavy Blind also helps her out a little bit more. I'd rather be dodging with her than taking less damage. Okay, I sold myself on that. Okay, so we're good there. Rings, where are we at here? Okay, so I've done basically no rings. The only ring that I've done so far is Plague Ring. And it looks like I have a bunch of options here. Okay, so let's take a look here. I think... Okay, so I want to give... Let's see, do we... where's the... Is it the Fortitude Ring? I forgot what it was called. The one that when you're under 50% HP... Is it under 50% HP? You gain defense and fortitude? Where is it? Yeah, Guardian Ring. So I do want to craft this. That's going to go on Rearden. Since he also gains a bunch of stacks of guard when he gets under... Is it under half? When he takes a bunch of damage. Arthur and Astral Ring on Scholar can almost spam his abilities. And that's the one that gives you more mana, right? Gives you... Is it an extra 5 mana per turn? I feel like I also want to give him Archmage Ring. The one that I really want to do though is teleport, and I don't have the I don't have the upgrade to make it 1/2. Right now it's only 1/1. 5 mana after combat. I mean, that makes sense. He likes mana. See, so the other ones he has are Mana and Lunar Reeve. The rings that say water and fire, it means blue and red. I would never have put that together, so thank you. I would never have put that together. I would have assumed it was like damage abilities, support abilities, and defensive abilities. or something like that, I would have never get. So what is green? Tree ability, earth abilities, grass abilities. I mean, okay, the question here is, nah, fuck it, he earned it. He earned it. I was gonna say, the question here is, are we going off of, like, success's bias here? Like, victor's bias? But nah, Saxon deserves it. He's getting the victorious ring. Let's see. Anything else here? Competitor rings. So that should probably... So, we already had this last time. I'm going to make this one again for Zanil. And then that leaves us, Gembroke. What do I have here? Oh, I have an HP elixir. HP elixir goes on Cassandra.
The spirits favor me today.
Because at some point here... she is going to get, it's down at the bottom, the Bloodied Ring. 8% of max HP to advanced stats. So because of her growth rate, where she's basically always getting health, I think we can take advantage of that. And again, she does, I mean, she does have lower defenses, so I'm going to be working to, like, increase the amount of bleed stacks here. And it's not even so much that I need, like, heavy bleed stacks, but she can almost just kind of work as, like, an opposite of a dodge tank. I mean, it's just a tank. She's just not super defensive, right? She just takes the hits, and then she just hits enemies that are bleeding. Especially once we can chain this to, like, 3 enemies. They all just come at her, and they're like, okay, I just regain all that heat, all that damage that you just did. Fine. That's totally cool. Alright, let's go. Chapter 8.
Whew. What a day, huh?
You're telling me. Guess I can cross demon slaying off the old bucket list, huh?
Yeah, one less thing to do in retirement. Ugh, sucks.
I can always just do it again if I get really bored.
Honestly, let's hope it never comes to that.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice to keep my options open, though. Don't you agree?
Finally.
Is the ritual complete?
No, but my part in it is. The rest is up to the heart.
The heart? It's just a big magical tree, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. A very big and very magical tree.
We're about to double game it.
And
I'm gonna have Sword of Convallaria up on my phone.
How is that possible?
I think I don't have any more endurance, though, for the day.
Few like it remain.
I think I've used most of it.
It is said they've existed since time immemorial. The heart lives, though perhaps not in the sense we would envision. My part in the ritual was more like a question, and the heart is answering.
That's incredible.
That we've been to so many places and still have such wonders to discover. It's humbling. Easy to tell yourself you've seen it all when you live the adventurer's life.
I gotta wait 6 minutes for my endurance to come back.
Here in the Weald, the world feels so small. I want nothing more than to break free, see new sights, discover new horizons. We elves live such long lives. How shameful that so many generations have spent those lives here, never leaving the Weald.
And there shall they remain.
Oh, Kamari!
Stop the ritual, Zanil. This madness has gone on long enough. I will see it ended.
No! That you would go so far as to invade the Heartgrove just to stop us. You've lost your mind.
You misunderstand me, girl, as you have ever misunderstood mine intent. So sure of yourself even now.
Then explain to me. Make me understand, Kamari.
I have always seen greatness in you, Zanil of Kasaba. You are a passionate, driven, charismatic youth. But you are just that. A youth.
She's probably like, what, 600 years
prone
old?
to all those youthful follies. Too rash, too quick to anger, too self-assured. You do not practice temperance. This is why I oppose your cause.
And when I meet your lofty expectations, what then?
I am old. My vision for the future of our people, I believe in it with all my heart. But with age comes disconnect. It may be that your will is truly that of our people. I would put that to the test. I will pit your conviction in contest with mine own, that I might know your worth.
It's unheard of for the leading tribe to issue a challenge under the blood feud.
Just as it is unheard of for mankind to lie in our most sacred of places. Let this be a day of precedence.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were looking forward to this fight.
No
Oh, we
more
gotta
than
fight
any other.
Kamari?
Then I will need champions.
I don't want to fight Kamari.
Friends, I've already asked so much of you, yet...
Say no more, Zanil. We'll fight with you.
As if it was ever a question.
You can rely on us as though we were your own tribesmen.
Truly?
Truly. Consider yourself in command of our forces. Temporarily, of course.
Worried she'll steal the lot out from under you?
They're a pretty impressive crew. I wouldn't blame her.
Not to worry, Gwen. I'll try my hardest not to be too impressed.
That's the spirit. Low expectations are the easiest to clear.
Then perhaps this is your chance to finally meet them.
Well, better not waste my chance then. We're all yours, Sanel.
Thank you. All of you.
Are you prepared?
I am.
Good. Then come, Zanil of Kasaba. I challenge you now.
No, it's not that
as
he's going to be too
Kamari of
difficult.
Kaba,
I just don't want
the
to fight
Kamari
characters
of
that
the
I want to play
Weald.
with.
For it is the Weald whose fate rests upon the precipice. Let the victor dictate which way the wind shall blow.
I'm kind of assuming,
In that
though.
case, in the absence of the Kasaba, I will accept your challenge.
I'm
as
kind of
the
assuming
Neil
that
of the
this is going to be a
Sylvans,
situation
that I might join their
kind
wills
of
to
like
mine.
any other
Well
strategy
spoken.
RPG I've played, where basically
But the
any
time
named
for
character that you
mere
fight joins your
speech
cause
is at an
anyway.
end.
You basically just
I
beat them
couldn't
senseless and
agree
are like,
more.
hey, you're doing
To
bad
arms,
things.
everyone.
Come do good things. They're like,
Fight, and we may
yeah,
at
I
last
go
set
do
the
good thing
Weald
now.
free.
So this is like, we're here to beat him up. So it's like, hey, Kamari, how about you stop being a prick? And you come to our side and you're like, okay. Get every unit a kill? Oh, sweet. Okay, that'll be fun. Oh, frick. And your power goes down? Stupid prick, why'd you have to die? What was, Saxon, what was your debuff here? Speed gets reduced. Is that so? Is that number being reflected in the stat pool? So is that 16? That 16 must be before the debuff, right? Holy Christ, she has so much power. I wish I could zoom out further. True speed is the advanced stat. Yeah, isn't that what I'm looking at? Few units. Because my speed is 16, weight is 0, so speed is 16. Speed minus weight. Yeah, I know what you meant. And then that number is reduced. Okay. Yeah. So, right. So this is not reflecting that debuff. So our speed is actually 12 for this map. See, I was kind of hoping like that number would show up in red or something. Okay, so I can't really cross this way, so I have to go this way. Using defensive terrain is going to be super easy on this map. This one's way easier than the last time I had that challenge. And then what is... Oh, blue has just jumped to this location. Okay. That being said, I'm going to be able to snipe you down. No, Oh, I see. No, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. Okay. Overall, it's a pretty self-contained map here, actually. So, you're about to get obliterated. Wait, never mind. I can't outspeed you. I mean, you're still going to get obliterated, don't get me wrong. Okay, so let's put our boys up front. I guess technically... Well, technically, you're one of our boys, but not really for this map. Not really for this map. Here we go. Turn limit passes. What do we have? 9 turns? Oh, dude, everyone's dying in 9 turns. Yeah, nobody's living here. Nobody's living.
I'll do it.
Oh, right. There's a freaking rock here. Oh, yeah. And she has a frick ton of dodge. I can't double her. I can't shoot over that. So actually, okay, you're safe for a turn. You are safe for a turn. Okay. Let us bush up. Let us take all of the bushes. So we're going to go... Okay, well that's
I've got your back.
Pretty clear kill. That is pretty clear. Actually, it's not a clear kill because I might miss. Don't miss. Or miss and crit. I'd be okay with that. Frick you, Gwen. Frick you right in the face.
Okie dokie.
I can't attack from here. Yeah, I can't attack from there. Because I really don't want to take her on. Not this early.
Okie dokie.
Time to ride.
I'm there.
Don't overdo it.
Let's do it.
Okay, we be bushwhacking.
Too bad. So
All right.
sad.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to write this down. I might have to write down who's gotten killed. You mother. You goddamn
like a
prick.
burst of energy.
Am I getting it?
Rest easy now.
Okay, so that's 2.
I'm overflowing with radiance.
But my question now Yeah, that does. Okay, I'm writing this down. With my brain, no way I'm remembering who's gotten kills and who hasn't. No shot. All right, list them out. So Val's gotten a kill, and Cassandra has a kill. And then how much healing? 20% of my max HP. For a 93%er. Or we just do this and we weaken everybody up. Okay, so now Saxon has a kill. Let's see. Are you shitting me, dog?
Let Benji help.
Dude, if Benji missed that, oh my god, I would be livid. He would be off the team now.
Sweet
I wouldn't
games.
even bring him with us for the rest of this. All right, that's a decent level. Okay,
Not
Benji
bad.
has his kill. Oh, this is not a good position here actually for Gwen. Oh, no. We can be good here. We can be good here.
Let me help.
Okay, there's plenty of
It's
kills.
us or them.
There's plenty of
I'll
kills
see
for
it
everyone.
done. I've got your back.
Don't anyone worry. There are plenty of kills to be had.
For the order.
Okay, you're dead a million times over. Okay, Gwen has her kill. Look at that. We're almost there. And I have 10 uses of defensive terrain. So we are doing mighty okay.
You make it look easy.
Let's see. So let's actually move Valyria up here so that way Cassandra can heal her. We'll go ahead and
This all you got?
apply the heavy stacks here. Which we should then be able to monkey you. Very nice.
Fight as one.
And there's a Zanil kill.
The wield
I find it
strengthens
interesting
even
how fast. Oh my god, dang, that was a
Way to
level.
make it happen.
How easily everybody gained on Alden. Like we're all his level now.
Yes?
I think actually potentially a safer option here is rather than jumping, because I'm assuming that jumping uses our action, is just to have Arthur come up with someone and teleport them across. Or actually probably come over here and teleport them from over here. So that way he doesn't have to make his way all the way back around. So defensive terrain is down. We are smoking it. So Riordan, you need a kill, right? You sure do.
If I have to.
Yep, you certainly do. Put you right in the line of fire. I think that's pretty sweet how he just like kind of skates in. He's just such a better ranger than he is an archer. Okay, does this pull in anybody? Oh, it pulls in her? Okay, I'm okay with that. Sweet. Okay, how the frick do you spell Riordan? That's a
Finders
weird name to
keepers,
spell.
right?
So the only ones left are Alden, And Arthur. Okay. Easy enough.
Good call. Don't overdo it.
Yep, yep. Let me help.
Let's go ahead and pass off some mana here to Cassandra. Let's see. Can't really pull more than that. Well, actually, I can see... Oh, no. She's just come all the way down there. I can't do that.
Time to ride.
Put me in, coach.
Let's rock! Hold still for a moment.
Wow. Ah, frick you, man. Actually, that's fine. Okay, so... Oh, man, this is a cursed tile. That is a cursed tile. Well, then. Well, then. God, these are all cursed tiles. Don't you miss. I should have Lunar Reaved. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Arthur. So the only one left is Alden.
Sky's the limit.
I'll leave you to it.
Now, conveniently, or inconveniently. So this can be attacked twice. This can be attacked once. So let's put Riordan here. Right, I don't want to push him too far up. Yeah, if I push him up one more, then he can start being doubled by the
I'm there.
or not doubled, but being attacked by two guys. So put you there. Move Gwyn up.
We're in this together.
Enchant her weapon some more. Alden can go here. We'll pulse her shield up. Let's see.
I got this. Let me patch you up.
Be decisive.
Okay, now we have a couple easy kills for Alden. Oh, they got a little love going on. So, unfortunately, I can't get any money out of any of these guys. It's a bit of a bummer. So, I think what I want to do now is let's just kill here, so that way Alden can move over to the right, start pulling one of the girls over here. Because I don't know that I want to pull all of them. Well, they're all doing physical damage. Oh, but then I'm also pulling that. Yeah. Okay. So,
Good
yeah, I only want to pull one of them.
I'm here, don't worry.
And Alden will definitely get his kill somewhere.
Let me at him.
So the thing is, I don't really care about Benji getting a kill. But anywhere over here, they're going to come down as well.
Who, me? Let me patch you up.
So we'll give her some more dodge. You can't even hit me.
Ooh, pretty.
And so that actually just confirmed something that I wasn't entirely sure about, but now I have confirmed. And this is one of those things that I figured it would work this way, but, you know, there are some games that aren't super tight. The only one who hasn't gotten a kill is Alden. It's one of those things where in games that aren't super tight, I could see this being the case. Where, so on Valyria, right, dealing damage applies 30 heavies of blind stacks. I was looking at the, so when I saw the calculation, it said there was a 0% chance that he hit us. But then as soon as we get into combat, it said 15%. But that's because her first hit that she does applies the blind. He tries to hit us, then we hit him again, and technically we apply blind. But he's dead there. So it's one of those things where, like, in every game, I would think that's how it would go. That if you have an on damage effect, if you attack twice, it does apply. However, I've been through a lot of junk games over the past year, and there are a lot of games that do not do that, or have a similar effect to that. It's like, why? Why is that the case? I don't know, man. Some games just like
Wrong place,
they
wrong
don't want to
time.
do the thing you think would. Look, there's let me put it this way. There is in all my experience playing strategy RPGs, something that oh Jesus. Yeah, I was just going to do something kind of stupid. Is it stupid? 16, 32.
Alrighty.
She's got 1,000,000 health points. It's not stupid.
I'll protect you.
Something that I think is pretty much a given to a strategy RPG is to have damage calculations on combat so that you know how much damage you're doing, or what's the likelihood that you're going to hit. Some kind of preview of what damage you're going to do. In every good strategy RPG, that has been the case. I suppose you could make the argument, because this is really while it's not really it's not like a tactical based, it is a strategy RPG, just not quite in the same vein as this. Pokemon doesn't give you the damage numbers, so I guess there is that. But I've played 2 demos recently that I'm probably going to do videos on that do not have any kind of damage preview. Not only that, they don't even explain to you how damage works. And the number based on attack and defense does not add up to what damage is actually being dealt. They also say, oh, there's extra damage for side attacking and back attacking. They don't tell you how much. It's also a 2D game, so it's actually it's a 2.5D game. So it's like, this doesn't exactly make it easy to tell what direction people are facing.
Right.
Time to ride.
Okay, so once we pull in these rangers, we're going to be able to make our big pushes.
We can't stop now.
But I'm concerned about the rangers just like basically making it so that they quad up.
Dodge this.
Quad up some of my units. Holy frick, Rearden. Jesus.
I'm really picking this up.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, you fucker. That's the whole reason I gave her extra dodge. Oh, she's dead. Okay, thank God. She did her job. There we go. Alden gets his kill. Everyone has a kill.
Just when I thought I'd hit
All
my
right.
limit.
Pretty decent level. Pretty decent level there. All right. So, who's coming over here to kill? Saxon. That would be your job. That would be your job. Okay, so you and Arthur are coming over here. So we'll just bring you this way.
I'll do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Arthur. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a turn. I'm not gonna be able to do it this next turn, I don't think. Although if it's from my, let's see, is his teleport? Oh, and it's 6 tiles away. So for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Nothing is 3 tiles away though. That's fine.
You're done for.
All right, bleed him up. Bleed him up. Can we get a crit? Crit? She's not that good. Just kidding.
Well done.
She's very good. Rory, get your kill there, bud.
Sweet moves.
Let's see here. I think what I'm actually gonna do.
You need me?
And then I'm gonna have to move Valyria. I don't want to move her back. This is fine.
Let's rock.
I don't really need to do anything this turn. So basically I'm gonna bring you up here. That's too much damage. Oh wait, are you gonna get... Okay, you're not gonna attack by her. Oh, I literally kill you in 1 hit. That's a bummer. So I don't get gold off of anybody. But I want the gold. Bummer. Literally her 1 kill gave her... Her 1 kill gave her the power that I didn't want her to have.
I'll see it done.
Yeah, so even with her 40% damage reduction,
That'll
she's still
have to do.
doubling for 19 damage apiece.
You make it look easy.
To be fair, she does have the enchant weapon on. So there's that.
Put me in, coach.
They're actually just gonna obviously she can't reach Valeria, but we just want to make sure nothing happens. Alrighty, so
They're mine.
we'll go ahead,
Can't
bring you
stop
up over
now.
here.
Easy target.
And that should, yeah, that gets you dead.
Try this one for size. Part and parcel, huh? We're
Damn.
rich.
Fucking monster. Holy Christ. He is absurd. Yeah, like, see what I mean? Like, now, we're going to take this with a grain of salt because obviously stats are not like, I wouldn't say significantly squished from demonic, but they are squished. So this isn't like a perfect comparison of like, man, I shouldn't have made him a monk. I should have made him a Gale. But he's doing okay.
I'm there.
He's doing okay.
Let's rock.
Okay, we'll just hang out. We're gonna hang out down here though,
Always moving.
so that way we can try and take her out. And yeah, you are not allowed to come up here and fight the Spellblade. That's just not something that can happen. I'm gonna play my next game with enemy stat growth and base at 200 minus 0 and see if I can beat demonic. Yeah, good luck. Uh-huh. Yeah, you tell me how that goes. Oh, okay, so good to know that jumps don't cost your turn. And you can still continue to move after the fact.
Yes?
Dude, I just love this sprite. With like the cold blade and the fire blade. I hope we get a character that we can use that is like that. Okay, can I get some gold? Son of a bitch.
On the path.
Okay, we're getting our gold off Kamari.
Let's move, people.
How much damage am I doing with my first shot? 16 damage. Monkey comes in with 19 damage.
Let's
The
move, people.
fuck? Wait, I'm doing 16? Good enough. Gwen, you idiot.
You're amazing.
I gotta get this kill first before I do that. Yeah, I don't exactly know
my.
how you're beating that. Even if you just do 100% change, I don't know if you're beating that.
Let me help. The spirits favor me today.
That's too much damage. Benji, you suck. That's too much. Oh, wait. No. This is good. Right. It's just, it's the first hit. It's the first hit that I can't kill with. Right. The second one, totally fine.
If only Dad could see me now.
Wow, Riordan pulling in MVP there, bud. Really? Yeah, you did. Yeah, to be fair, he was up front for a lot of that. Makes sense. So is this the part
Over,
where Kamari...
Kamari.
Yeah, he's like,
Victory
I'm
is
sorry,
ours.
will you take me back?
Indeed it is. Zanil of the Sylvans. Indeed it is. Kaba, stand down!
That's right. Are you going to give in to
The
elf
battle
girl
has
supremacy?
ended.
Do you understand why I chose Zanil over you?
I'm sorry, Kamari. I know how you must feel.
I dare say you do not. For while I may fear what your vision for our people may bring, in this moment, I feel nothing.
Told you. Now he's happy he's been beaten.
No way. I didn't even know the big guy had
Yep.
it in him.
He was a masochist all
Hear
along.
him, ruining the moment.
You share my love for our people. I can see it burning in your eyes.
That's all he wanted. He just wanted to
Now,
get beaten
more
up.
than ever. I have ruled the Weald for more than a century. It's time I let go.
Kamari. I will make good on the faith you've placed in me. The future of our people will be beautiful. I swear it.
Now that our battle is at its end, you must regale me with the tale of what happened here. I see signs of battle, but no foe remains.
Yeah, we got work done.
It's quite the story.
While you bitched out. That's what happened.
A demon, you say?
A lesser one, thankfully. Perhaps the only reason we could best it.
It is no less troubling. It should be impossible to break through the veil between planes. This demands further investigation. You say you banished the demon?
I did.
Then it is settled. I will be journeying with you from now on.
Of course. Wait, what?
Whoa, big guy.
I knew it.
Slow down. That's not
These
your
games
decision to
cannot
make.
get away from it. I know he
Oh,
joined us at one
And
point.
tell me, how do you intend to stop?
I know he joined us at one point as a good guy, but
Did
like
you win the night?
these games just cannot get away from the fact that all the bad guys, like again, it's like he's not a bad guy. He just didn't like the choice we made, but by an opposing force. Okay, we'll say it like that because that can be a little bit more neutral. It's just there. It's always, oh, we're gonna fight you. Oh my god, I've seen the error of my ways now that I've been beaten. I will join you. All right, yeah, just hop in. I know you just tried to kill us, but you can sleep right next to me.
I'm
Like,
a very light sleeper.
told you, he's gonna kill us in our sleep.
There'll be no need for any of that. If you wish to travel alongside us, you're more than welcome to. But if you do, you'll be answering to me. Is that acceptable?
You are a capable leader on the battlefield. I would not waste your talents out of pride.
Hey, a compliment. You're a real softy on the inside, aren't you, big guy?
My patience has its limits, Gwyn.
I too wish to travel with you. I think some
Oh,
time away
Zania,
from
yeah,
this
you got
would
front
do
row
me
seats,
some
baby
good.
cakes. You can come
But
right with
more
us.
than that,
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
wish to learn the ways of mankind.
That is wise of you. But if both of you are coming with us, who will lead the Sylvans?
The
Doesn't matter.
Sylvans have ever governed
Don't care.
themselves.
Don't care about them.
Mine is just the guiding hand. The Weald provides.
Then it's settled. Once everyone's had a chance to catch their breath, we should return to Caliban. Father will be pleased that we got the job done so quickly.
I just hope he isn't too upset about the wards.
How are you holding up, Saxon?
It's a lot. I'm not sure what I
I'm
expected
gonna
life with the
that's
world
a
to be like.
big capital
This is-
love. Oh
Wow.
boy. What is to be expected
If it
here?
makes you feel any better, we don't exactly fight demons every day.
I sure hope not. But
I can only
it's got me worried
imagine.
now.
We're gonna be
And
getting
stuff like that,
some new warrior
I'm
girlies.
nearly dead weight. Compared to you, I mean. How could I ever hope to compare?
I wouldn't compare yourself to me, kid. This power's not all it's cracked up to be.
Haha. But you saved us. Without you, who knows what would have happened? Alden?
I get
Saxon,
asked
did you
that
see
question
yourself
a
in
lot,
battle?
you know.
You fucked up a
There's no way to
number
know.
of beasts.
Maybe things would have gone wrong. Maybe not. But then you start asking, what if I'd been here instead? What else could I have done? And that's a dark road. Tell me, if you don't mind, what would you do in my stead?
I hadn't thought about that. I mean, I guess I'd be able to help more, and wouldn't feel so sorry for myself.
Well, good news. You don't need power to do either of those things. You're already well on your way.
You think so?
I do. And I hope.
Bad news. Our friend from Asverell is back.
Oh no!
You mean the snake who burnt down my home?
I was worried they might make an appearance so close to the
Oh,
brink.
is this big sword guy?
Come then.
The
Let's
hot
get
green-haired
this over
lady?
with.
That's it. That's all her defining
Here
characteristics so far.
soon. Seems like Asverell works fast.
Oh wait, is this the sniff?
Already,
Is
they
this
attempt
the
to
sniff your hand
encroach on
guy?
our borders. No doubt they sharpen their blades for war.
No, this is too small a band for such a thing. But then, what is their purpose?
To send a message.
Why, if it isn't Gwyn
Ugh.
Seldarin?
This is
I
Sniff the
must
Hand
say,
guy.
I expected I'd see you again. But I'm quite disappointed that it was so soon.
Oh wait, who's with him?
I'd hoped you were more sensible than that.
What do you want?
Straight to
Oh,
the
never
point,
mind. It's
are
just
we?
the art sprite. It's not
We've
it's
got
not
a
anything
date in an
special.
hour. All of us. And we're all
There's
running
another one
late.
behind in the back row.
Then I will not waste your precious time. You were told to cease operations in our territory mere days ago, and already you are violating this promise.
But we aren't in your territory.
This voice actor has a
Oh,
great
But
voice.
the Weald here is Asverellian territory, regardless of what claim the locals may have staked.
Our claim was staked before the name Asverell was a whisper on man's lips. That you think to claim dominion over our lands is...
If you seek to secede from the Empire, then the Empire will respond with every tool at our disposal. Blood will be spilled. Is that what you want?
You would make an enemy of the Weald?
The Weald is not a recognized power in Asverell.
Maybe not, but the other nations recognize their sovereignty. If you seek to violate it, you will have to do so in Threlasar.
Very well. Let us make this simple. Regardless of your feelings or any other's feelings on the matter of Sylvan sovereignty, Asverell demands that your order stay away from our lands. In this matter, you are to consider the Weald as part of that arrangement. We have granted you exception twice now. There will be no third chance. Any further action will be recognized as a declaration of war from Caliban and from the Weald.
Is that all?
I suppose it is. You have been warned, Gwyn Seldarin. Again, pray that this is the last time we meet.
Gwen?
Never mind me. Let's just get home.
Don't have to tell me twice, but cheer up, Gwyn. That guy's all talk.
I know. It's not him I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's the rest of the freaking army behind him, you dingus. Oh! New mechanic. Challenges can only be completed one time and grant a powerful weapon in runes. They can be done at any time and will not leave your mission list. Oh, freaking cool. Do they... Oh, hang on. Let me say this. Do they use any kind of resources? Oh, so I can just come right in? Interesting that they don't give you... like requirements or anything like that. Complete the challenge. Oh, the challenge is to escape. We're not going to do it, but I just wanted to take a look at this. See kind of what to expect. Okay, so roughly, so basically, I'm assuming whatever level we are, roughly, they are going to be when we enter that chapter. Can I leave? I mean, I don't really want to start the chapter. Okay, can I click? Thank you. Main menu. Okay. Because that's where we're going to leave this one. Actually, before we do, let's go ahead and clear up any new weapons that we might have. We'll do all kind of this managing stuff. So that way we don't have to do it when I jump back in, and that way we're all familiar. Depleted ward, nothing. I don't think I got really anything that I need to keep track of. I might end up swapping Kamari. Oh, that's actually interesting, though. Maybe I don't want to swap Kamari, because having, like, 2 ritualists could be pretty good. They could bounce off each other, bleeding a bunch of enemies. That might be interesting. It would be cool to have a different class, though. So maybe I'll swap him. What about runes here? Runes. So I have 1 slot for there. I have 1 slot for a sword. And I don't give a frick about Benji. They need to let you exit things like challenge maps. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they do have that option, right? They can go to the main menu. I suppose it depends on, like, what save point. Well, yeah, but if you haven't saved, then that's a problem. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not an option. Especially, I think it would be one thing if it gave you some kind of menu that said, like, hey, this is the rough range of enemies that you're looking to face. Or, you know, it said challenge escaping, you know, recommended level. I know you can't say recommended level, right? Because your army is all going to be different levels. But maybe you say, like, average level 10, average level 11, something like that, to give you an idea of, like, when would be a good time to take this on. Or it just gave you a breakdown. You know, it had a menu that popped up and says, like, look, here's the map, here's the enemies you're going to be fighting, right? Just like you took a screenshot out of it. Put that up so you could see the map, and you could see, like, average level of enemies, here's your reward. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not there. That should definitely be a thing. So that way you can get a bit of a preview before jumping in. Especially if that's going to be the case. Obviously, the easier solution is just put in an option to leave the challenge map. I picked up a luck elixir. Increases crit and slightly increases accuracy dodge. That seems like a Saxon thing.
Am I getting it?
Okay, so in the shop now, we have a couple elixirs, but everything is kind of the same. Obviously, we have those. These are all the same. I should probably get to selling. The thing is that these sell for basically nothing. But I'm assuming at this point I can just sell all these base level items. Alright, well. Well. Oh, wait, what is your dex? Oh, so that's only adding 2 to power. Yeah, that's not worth it. Okay. Well. That's where we're gonna leave it off for today. So it looks like, with the difficulty being changed to deity, with starting at my normal time, if I don't have to make a 3-hour detour to my parents before they snip my dog's balls off, we should be able to do about 3 chapters a day, which is a much, we'll say 2 to 4 chapters a day, which is a much better pace than what we were on pace for, which was 1 a day. That was not a very good, I was not happy with that pace. Yeah, so one of the things that I wish there was a little bit more I guess the flexibility comes in with the stat distributions. I wish that, so I talked about it a little bit at the very beginning of the stream. In case anyone wasn't here, I'll kind of recap a little bit. So we ended up swapping over to Deity difficulty from Demonic. Excuse me, sorry about that. Mostly because I wanted to have a better first experience and actually figure out, where characters were entering your party, what class you'd have access to when, who should you spend your elixirs on, all that kind of stuff. And just, I wanted to have a little bit more flexibility to play around with different classes and not feel like, man, I'm screwed that I just spent an extra 1,000 gold on this Astral Coin. Then, I should have bought these 2 gems, but now because I want to switch classes again, I'm screwed, stuff like that, right? So what my intention was to play Deity and change the enemy's stat growths by a percentage. What I didn't realize is that I had to do that at the start of the campaign and I couldn't do it during. So it's a little weird to me. Like if we come in here, it is a little bit weird to me that I can change the difficulty of my run, but I can't do the campaign alterations. I suppose the reason for that is because they have the random, what is it? The random recruiting. And so that might screw up a playthrough. So that's probably why, because I could assume the stats would not screw up your playthrough, right? Because you could just change them for the next map moving forward. Things like adding all empowered enemies, that wouldn't change your playthrough at all. So is there anything else, or is it just the random recruits that would alter your play? Because if you have random, right, you could start with your normal crew. Because I'm assuming if you're doing a random playthrough, the game basically has a full pool. It removes characters from those pool, so that way you can't get doubles. And so what would happen is if you started a regular playthrough, you have your default characters, you go in later, but I suppose you could probably, you could just program it so that if you turn it on later, it creates a pool and then removes any characters that you currently have. Yeah, so I don't know why, but I don't know why that's not an option right here, because that's what I was hoping to do. Why was I going on about that? There was a whole reason. Oh, talking about difficulty. I think for me, so I've never been like an Iron Man player. I think what I think when I do a harder difficulty run, I don't even think I'm going to do a demonic run. I think I'm just going to do a deity run with cranked stats. I don't really like I'm going to call it permadeath for the sake of this talk. Obviously you get a game over, but it's even technically worse than a permadeath. It's basically a player permadeath. So in other strategy RPGs that I've played, when you don't have the threat of permadeath, it takes a lot of the stakes away. Right? If you can just like for example, that Saxon play that we did earlier, where we just kind of like threw him into the middle and was like, okay, you're the sacrificial lamb, which I thought he was going to survive, but he was going to take way more damage than I thought he was going to. If there's no punishment there, his death doesn't really mean anything, right? There's no downside to it. You lose a unit for the rest of the fight, but depending on when you sacrifice a unit, it might not matter. Like, if it's at the end, it doesn't really matter. If you're not allowed any unit deaths, sure, it adds a lot of challenge, but there are certain times where it just removes strategy. So, for example, you know, on that Saxon play, technically, I could have... I think, well, technically, I could have not put Saxon in that position, and the Chimera would have gone for Gwyn. Now, I don't think she would have died, but she would have gotten a lot weaker. And so, because I don't have permadeath as an option, it puts me in a situation where I can strategically choose if I want a character to potentially die. And because of the way that this game plays the wound system, where you get the wounds you can choose, like, you get randomly assigned from a pool, so it could be something really detrimental, or it could be something that doesn't really matter. Like the wound that the injury that we got on Zeniel was not really that bad. You know, starting the match with 0 mana, I mean, sure, she doesn't get to use a capuchin on the first turn, but on the second turn she does. So, and then at that point, sure, I'm behind 100 mana, but it didn't matter that much. You know, losing speed on Saxon could have mattered. I don't think it mattered all too much in most cases because he's pretty fast. But, you know, something like if there was like a 50% might for the chapter, oh boy, that's a rough one, right? So it allows me as a player to weigh the decision of whether or not I want to sacrifice a character for the good of the chapter at a cost of not only losing the unit in that chapter, but also I have to pay a cost in the next chapter. And that's where I think I prefer that punishment system over demonic. So I would much prefer, because with demonic, the problem I was having is because of the stat differences, it's like if you make one error and a unit dies, it's over. I would much prefer, even if the stats were higher on enemies than on demonic, but it had Deity's difficulty system. I think I would prefer that play pattern much better, because it's not just an immediate game over if a character dies. It's still going to be freaking hard because, I mean, look, the stat pools in demonic were no joke. They were very tough. But a death doesn't immediately mean a game over. And especially when your enemies have higher stats, an injury is going to hurt a lot more when you have all those extra stats on enemies. So I think for me, that's just the preferred, it's almost like a preferred demonic difficulty, right? It's kind of like build your own demonic difficulty, which I think when I do like a harder run of this game, that is going to be the way I do it. The build your own demonic difficulty. Unless they do something to change demonic, right? Right now, Chip has basically said he's not really working on any features right now. He's just working on like bug fixes and stuff like that. So I don't expect it to come for a little while. If anything comes of it at all. Depending on what they're planning to do, if they're planning to do any extra content. But he did make the distinction. I think what were they asking? Someone was asking him a question about adding features or adding... Or no, I think it was actually a question about balancing. And he said he's not doing any balancing work right now because he's just spending all his time working on bugs and fixing stuff like that. Stuff that has to be fixed. So we'll see. We'll see. But so far, I'm still loving this game. I think this game is great. I really like this combat system. The character design's great. Class design, the class designs in general, or maybe not the class designs, but just the classes themselves. You know, it's not just like knight, ranger, thief, mage. Like there are those things, but then there are some, you know, finer tuning in there that makes them a little spicier that I enjoy. But with that all being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I do very much appreciate it. What's coming out tomorrow? Tomorrow is a Wednesday, so tomorrow's Fell Seal. I have a Fell Seal video coming out tomorrow. And then I'm not sure. Tomorrow, I might have to take the day off. I might have work stuff going on tomorrow. It was kind of a last minute thing. I might have to work late, so might not be on tomorrow. It might be a Thursday thing. Yeah, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the streams. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. I have been Ganyonz. This has been Dark Deity 2. See you guys in the next one. Peace.